How you doing? This is Sam Tolley with In Him First. We view the world through the lens of Jesus Christ. We never ever view Jesus Christ through the lens of the world. You know, you got to keep this old carcass running, so it's exercise time. But I had something on my mind, and sometimes when you're working out, if you do something else that you want to do, then you can get your mind off the pain of cycling or running or doing whatever the heck it is you got to do to keep the old carcass moving and the blood circulating. But I want to talk about what I call democratic illogical lunacy. And I'm going to talk about this one. I'm going to call it number one, Black Americans and gun control. So this is number one. You can bet your sweet bippy there's going to be a few more. You know, over 90% of Black Americans vote Democrat. I was brought up in an environment where they were saying, vote the straight Democratic line. And so I started voting the straight Democratic line. I didn't know why. I just did it because that's what I was told to do. And as I grew older, everybody said Democrat. Oh yeah, you got to vote Democrat. Okay, so I voted Democrat. But eventually, I was able to detach myself from the matrix. I was able to escape the collective, and I was no longer in the Borg. Collective, that is. And just like Junior said in Platoon,
free your mind, your ass will follow.
Yeah, free your mind, and the rest of you will definitely follow. You know, for a long time when I was voting the straight Democratic line, it was just like Pavlov's dog. You know, you give me that certain stimuli and I would react automatically, and I've seen other people react the same way. For example, if you were to walk up to many black people and say, what do you think about Republicans? They hate black people. Tea Party, they hate black people. Conservatives, they hate black people. Democrats, oh, I vote straight Democratic line. You know, because Democrats for black people. And, you know, one of the things that logically tells me is that if you constantly vote for anybody, just because they are a certain party, after a while, they don't have to worry about you. They know they got you. They can feed you a couple of biscuits and go on about their business because they know you're not going to do anything. But I'm going to talk about this black people and gun control. And one of the things that the Democrats are always harping on, and a lot of black people believe, is that the police, by and large, hate black people. Or you can't trust the police. Now I know that there's some bad police out there. And I know there's some bad black folks out there. But there's a whole lot of good police out there. And there's a whole lot of good black folks. But the Democratic Party, they're always throwing this thing about, well, you know, the police are mistreating black folks and it's dangerous for black folks and they gotta be careful and the police is always doing this, that, and the other. And every time there's somebody gets shot and killed by the police and they're black, then the same characters always show up. Even when it's proven that the person that got shot and killed was wrong. That doesn't make any difference. But let's just say, okay, fine. Let's just go with the fact that Republicans hate black people, Tea Party hates black people, conservatives hate black people. All of them folks hate black people. And they can't trust the police. So why is it that the Democratic Party is trying to take away our guns? Why would they like to have a society with no guns? And if black people in black neighborhoods are being mistreated, and we know that gang violence is crazy, police response time won't be any good. So what are they supposed to do? Dial on the phone to wait for the police to come and take a report? That's not doing us any good. And here's another problem. Guess who wants black people to keep their guns. The Republicans, and the police, and the Tea Party, and the conservatives. Now, what sense does that make? If all these folks hate black people, why would they want to leave guns in the hands of black people while the Democrats who claim they love black people want to get rid of their guns? That makes absolutely no sense to me. Unless, of course, what the Democrats really want is to disarm the populace so they can do whatever the heck they want to do with it. You know, Nazi Germany, they disarmed the populace. Imperial Japan, they disarmed the populace. Communist China, they disarmed the populace. Communist Russia, they disarmed the populace. Every time a government was able to disarm the populace, they treated the citizens like anything they wanted to or just killed them off. The Second Amendment in our Constitution wasn't meant so people can have weapons to go hunting. Sure, hunting, you buy some food, get some food, yeah. But the Second Amendment was designed for the people to be able to protect themselves if the government went sideways. You know, we got over 100 million guns, legal guns in America. And the people ain't about to give up their guns. And the last folks that need to give up their guns at the instances of Democrats are black people. This is Sam Tolley for In Him First, and I am out.